Alright, are we working? There she blows. Welcome back. This is the third time I'm live streaming tonight. I'm gonna toss away this drunk because I finished it. Today we're gonna be playing a little bit of From the Depths, just messing around. We're gonna be messing around, doing some dumb stuff, pretty much. 1 second. Okay. So, while we wait for the game to load and hopefully not time out, it'll take a few minutes for it to load, but, sorry. Sorry. Megan, that was a cursed timing for that message in chat. Should you eat hot Cheeto? You're not allowed to, but if you think you can get away with it, but I'm not condoning it. I don't want your mother getting mad at me over the stream. I think that's happened to people before. Like, some parent gets on and starts getting pissy at a streamer or something. Thank you, Ulysses. Oh yeah, you were in the Holdfast stream. Yeah, I remember you. So yeah, we're just gonna be shitting around in From the Depths for a little bit. I'm gonna show off the fucking stupid weep stuff I've been doing, along with the regular warships I've been building. I mean, I haven't played this game too much. Last time I had it open was when I was messing with MS Paint for the tower class, so... That's the main thing I want to show off, is the tower class. The big girl. Big Chungus, the warship. Or at least her bridge is. And as such, because she has a big bridge, I tried to give her a big bridge. I can't keep my sentences straight. A big bridge in other ways, but I'm going to jail anyway, so. Alright, so we're in the game. We're in the game, my friends. Now, time for us to do a very funny gamer moment. Let's load up my assets. So we can load up some other assets, if you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, I apologize. So, Tower Class Battlecruiser. My girl. Most recent addition to the Sealand Navy. When we actually mess with the lights a little bit. So, look at this absolute unit of a warship. If you look at her from the horizon, all you see is that massive fucking tower of a superstructure. Hence the name. The Tower Class Battlecruiser. And we need to give her her proper name as the first ship of the class. Or the RNS Ruffs, for Ruffs Tower, which is the name of the Seafort Tower that the actual real-life Principality of Sealand is based out of. In fact, I built it. I built Sealand in this game. Let me pull her out. Oh god, that sounded weird. So, I built the Principality of Sealand. This little dinky seafort is a country. She's got donk, son. Well, wait till you see the drawing for her. The drawing's got a bit of donk, if I do say so myself. But, even though it's shitty MS Paint that I made in like 3 days. But, because I'm not an artist. So yeah, this is the Principality of Sealand right here. We have a little machine gun, and another little machine gun, and a helicopter pad, and that's pretty much it. We'll whip her out. Yeah, and, don't clip that. Don't. Also, I will say, I am going to probably make a stream clip of me yelling at that poor Santa Fe locomotive. That's going to be a stream clip eventually. Maybe tomorrow, when I'll try to make that. It's me yelling at a locomotive for 10 minutes straight. But, so, let's hop aboard my friend right here. Tell you all about her. Look at these guns right here. 348mm guns, 8 of them in twin mounts. Look at this shit. This shit makes you wet. It makes you quiver. Actually, I have a class of destroyer called the Quiver class. I apologize. What does the damage set do? It's Let's leave it where it is. No, let's crank that shit up. Let's blast the tower. Turn off the repair, blast the tower. Boom. That's some fire from the main shell, the main gun right there. Oh, look at the entry wound versus the exit wound. Well, I mean, I think I had ammo boxes inside of here, but still. Well, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's something. Do not pray for easier lives, gentlemen. Pray to be stronger men. Lock and load. It's weird, because whenever I try to do a JFK accent, it kind of slips into British a little bit. Like, if I try to talk like JFK for the entire stream, it just ends up kind of slipping a little bit. I begin moving sort of Scottish as I speak. And I'm worrying my roommates, because they don't know why I'm speaking like JFK for no reason. And these walls are paper thin, so they hear absolutely everything I'm fucking saying. I apologize formally. Yeah, it's literally British, it's not JFK. I apologize thoroughly. So, has the drawing loaded? I don't think it has. Come on, is it working? Well, we'll let it sit for a little while, but I can't show you all the drawing if I don't have it in the game, because I can't really have a window captured. Ha ha ha, wait, ah ha ha ha, nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. Ah! Okay, I apologize. But, Pleb says, also, why is the MC stream not uploading? The thing with YouTube is when you're DVRing a stream, it takes them a long time to get the DVR ready. So the actual stream highlight recording of itself won't be available for up to like 24 hours after. So you'll have to wait a while for that stream to upload. I know it's weird, but a lot of times, a lot of big YouTubers, they don't archive their streams. They may make stream clips or have someone edit to make stream clips for them, but a lot of big streamers, they don't have those archives because how much space it takes up. I mean, it's on YouTube's end for here, but I don't know how much that applies. Let's repair this place, because it got pretty dented up in that, but, I'm actually using these ships in a story that I'm telling with myself. Here, just to compare this, let me spawn my other battlecruiser. Where is she? Jenny. Where's Jenny? There we go, the Jennings class. So, comparing these two battlecruisers, this one was built first, this one was built after. So, yeah, one of them's definitely larger than the other. Although this one has bigger guns and more of them. So this one's a pint-sized bruiser, while this one's... She's doing her best. So the Jennings, she costs $221K, and you cost $326K, so you're more expensive. But your guns are more specialized, while yours are more generalized. But yeah, basically the inspiration for Tower was, let's make the biggest fucking pagoda mess that we can, and then just model it after a Japanese battlecruiser. But if I had... One thing I would have wished I would have done is a lot of the things Japanese battlecruisers and battleships tend to have is there'll be a space here that's bigger, and they'll have an extra turret crammed between the two superstructures. So I guess that I didn't do that this time, but it will, what can you do, I guess? What can you do? But what I want, why isn't the fucking image loading? Because that's, like, most of the point. See, here's Jennings, a shitty pencil drawing that I made a long time ago. Like, a long-ass time ago of Jennings. Shitty pencil drawing. And I spent time actually fucking making her an MS Paint, so why is she not showing up? She should be right in here. Is something bad happening to the Kennedys? Did I do something wrong? I better not have done something wrong. But, come on, nothing bad happens to the Kennedys. Come on, let me use it. Let me use it. Because I know it worked before. Here, let me clone this. Okay, clone high. Like the meme, the funny JFK meme. I don't know, I'm rambling. I'm fucking rambling. Are you working, son? Let me pull up a page. I'm gonna pull up a page, see if I can grab a different link to the image. Ugh, I'm gonna have to pull up Chrome to do this. God damn it. Some technical difficulties for a second, chat. Because the image is like kind of the whole fucking reason for this, so we'll see. I also played some Holdfast earlier today, but I did really shitty. Like, I just kept getting killed over and over again. It was not one of my best moments. Kind of, all the luck I had the last time kind of wore off for that time. And Chrome's taking forever to open a tab because it's Chrome. I have Chrome and Firefox running at the same time. Now, GRE, come on, pull up. Pull up, goddammit. I'm tempted to build that locomotive in this game just so I can berate it in 2 films at once. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, I think I found the image. If it loads. I have to host it. Because I'm not going to spend all this fucking time in MS Paint to have it not fucking work on me. That shit don't fly. That shit does not fly. I mean, worst comes to worst, I could... It didn't save the image. Are you kidding me? It didn't save the image. Well, that's why. Here, let me go into the game. Let's work this out. Let's do some hard elbow grease for this shit. We're gonna go in here. URL. What if I do a computer, like a local URL? Shit. Local URL. Let's pull up the tab. And scroll down to the bottom where I have it. Can I copy address from there? Yes, there's a little Santa Fe. Oh god, we gotta bully the Santa Fe. Let's see. Can't I just copy the layer? Copy. Can I paste in here directly? No, I'm copying the image. I can't copy the image address. I wish y'all could see the fucking drawing I put in work for it. Also, thank you for the compliment. Because the place where I kept the image, it didn't save it, apparently. Like, to show you the type of drawing that I do, let me pull out my battleship. Like, the one battleship I've ever built. We'll slap her right between the two if we can. Come on, where's Claudius? There we go, there's Claudius. I'm a big girl. Well, biggest girl, I guess. So yeah, we have that battleship right between the two. Oh, it's getting laggy. It is getting laggy. That's what I get for my settings. Claudius is definitely bigger than the other 2 girls. Well, not superstructure-wise, but in girth, massive girth-wise. I apologize. Don't take that out of context. So we're on board. See, this is what I meant. There's Claude. And I spent 3 days making her as well, but that's what I get for using fucking MS Paint and having no skills at art whatsoever. But you know me, for some reason I think warships should be big titty anime girls for some reason, so yeah, that's what I do. That's just how I roll, I guess. I guess I'll just upload the image again and then fit it on through here. I'll drop this in here, say some funny words, copy image address, and let's get the ball rolling. Let's like our own comment to get the ball rolling. There we go. That's my girl. That's my girl. 7, 5, and we'll project up. And we'll teleport back to tower. This is the Tower class battlecruiser. That's Tower right there. And I had to fucking green screen the superstructure because I wasn't gonna fucking draw the superstructure. what I did is I built glass. I built green glass in this game on the side, like glass blocks, to make an impromptu green screen. Here, you can see it when I try here. In the bottom left-hand corner, that right there. Wait, is the watermark in there? Okay, good, the watermark isn't. So right here, where in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you can see the glass green screen I made that I used to get a physical bead on the tower. And then I just went into Premiere, chroma keyed it, imported it into Paint, slapped it under her drawing, and that's part of the rigging she has alongside the two sealand forts. And again, like I thought, you know, I'll have each of the gun turrets be on like one of these sea forts that I built over here, because, you know, it's a sealandic warship. But yeah, and that's tower. Let me pause. Yeah. So again, 3 days for that. It took me 3 days to make that potato salad. 3 days. I apologize. I'm losing my mind. I'm fucking losing it here. Okay, let me actually read chat for once. If you make a ship that sinks itself, is that a submarine? I did make a ship that sinks itself. I will spawn it for you. Is this a VR game? Sadly, no. It is not a VR game. Especially for Microsoft Paint. Yes, I am not an artist. I just thought, you know, what if it would be cool to have fucking weeb shit for my warships? No, it's just Australian. Gray is a tactical genius, so he builds them that way. Yes. I am not the best shipbuilder here. I can easily get beat. I just like ships that look cool, you know? I mean, these ships do decently well. Actually, they have torpedoes. They have anti-torpedo torpedoes, believe it or not. Where are they? Also, this one has a sealandic flag on the hull, but, where's my anti-torpedo torpedoes? Where are they? Here. If it detects enemy torpedoes, it will launch torpedoes at them. If it detects missiles, where are the missiles? It will fire missiles at them. It has torpedo tubes on the back, on the front, on the sides. If this thing detects missiles, these chain gun turrets automatically start shooting bullets at the missiles. See, I put in some effort to figure out how it would work. But, so let's blow something up, shall we? And I know just what to blow up. Exactly what to blow up. So, someone asked earlier about a ship that sinks itself. Let me introduce you to the oil tanker SO Northumbria. If any of y'all saw that one video for the Roll Northumbria, this is the ship I used in that video. So, let me turn the lights back on. I built an oil tanker, just for shits and giggles. And instead of oil on the inside, it's just ammunition boxes, because you can't have liquid oil in this game. If I could, I would. So yeah, I built the SO Northumbria. I even have the fucking logo on the side. And we're at the top right here, and I can do several things. If I jump out of the front of this ship, I can use elevators. This is an elevator, so if I stand on it and press this button, the elevator will go down. Also, that water is for visual effect. The ship isn't actually sinking. It's just to save on resource space. It looks like it's underwater. And so we're now at the bottom of the ship. Here's the engines and shit. Go over here, and then we get into the actual grits of the situation. Here's all the individual oil tankers that can explode. They explode rather violently. And I set this thing. Ships don't normally sink in from the depths. They just take a bunch of damage and disintegrate. That's one thing I don't like about From the Depths. The only ships that really sink are the ships of the Onyx Watch, because they build theirs extremely heavy, and if you puncture their hull enough times, they will start to sink. But every other faction ships, or airplanes, they never sink. So, I set this thing to where, if it takes 1% damage, it will start sinking itself, using like air pumps and stuff. So watch this. We're gonna give this thing a broadside from tower over here. Miss Ruffs is gonna rough them up, as they say. So, let me demonstrate to you the fully operational power of this battle station. I can't do the fucking voice. Don't ask me to do the Palpatine voice. I cannot. 3, 2, 1, boom. And we can keep firing for continued effect. I want one of the canisters to go off. Come on, do it. There we go. One of the oil tanks went off. And now it'll start sinking itself. It'll sink stern first. I had it to where it just turns off the air pumps, and then eventually it'll turn off the smoke, and it'll turn off the lights as it imitates going down with the sickness. Although the weird thing is, even though the song implied that it caught on fire, the ship never caught on fire. It just leaked a little bit, or had cracks. But the ship never sank. The real SO Northumbria just never sank. It just got broken up in the docks. Because they thought, hey, let's take a regular oil tanker and just double the size without thinking about how that'll affect the ship and its construction. And then they built it, and then it lasted like 10 fucking years, which is nothing for an oil tanker. So yeah, a fault of its own terrible design. But it looks cool, and it has a song written about it, so that's nice. And the best part is it's a slow sinking, so you get to see it as it slips under. Also, did the chat freeze for me? The last thing I see on the chat was, lol Mario. Yeah, it just fucking updated as soon as I tabbed over it, because until a few seconds ago, the last message was lol Mario, and then it just updated like 8 messages. I hate it that YouTube does that, and I have no clue why it does that, and I wish it would stop doing that. So he says, what happens if you get nuked? Does it automatically nuke back to stop the incoming nuke? I don't think I have anti-nuke scenarios for my ships. I'll show you what happens when I do use a nuke on it, though. It's not sinking. Oh my god. It's an elevator. It's cool as hell. That's cool. Hell yeah. You can make a submarine with rockets and air pumps. Well, you can make fucking anything in this game. Especially with sub-objects and spin blocks. You can make insane, like, floating helicopter fortress ships things. I don't know. So yeah, that thing will sink. And speaking of nukes, where's the one aircraft that I strapped a bunch of nukes to? Ignore that toothpaste drone. The kamikaze, yes. So yeah, this plane is a little bomber I made, but instead of actually having it drop bombs like it was intended to do, I just replaced the inside with nukes, and the outside. It's just a bunch of nukes. So we're going to pilot this ball of nukes into that battlecruiser. I'm sorry, Ruffs, but you're going to have to go through a trial by fire. Let's see how much of your superstructure survives this. Alright, I paused it right before impact. At this moment, she knew she fucked up. Well, I mean, that's one way to get rid of a little bit of extra superstructure. Oh no. Both bridges were vaporized in that. You can make a donut that flies 122 miles per hour. Oh, that's just for starters. You can get it way faster than that. JK, the game actually had nukes. Yes, it does. That was my plane full of nukes. Now that's a lot of damage. How about a little more? Let's go. One more. Oh, fuck, it hit the bow. Hey, Ma, the bow of the boat's gone. And then the Northumbria is still sinking. Okay. Alright, what's next on the agenda? What's one of the weirder ships I've made? I showed this off in a few other streams, but I'll show it off again. Ever played like Super Mario Bros. 3 where they have those like floating wooden warships that Bowser has? I'm like, you know what? Let's make one of those. So we made one of those. So yeah, it moves kind of slowly, but it's just a floating frigate. And I could fire a broadside. Bam. Did I blow off a part of the ship by accident? Oops, you didn't see that. You didn't see me blow up any part of the ship. Could I battle other players? There is multiplayer, and you can battle other players. But I tend to not like the multiplayer too much personally. Other people love the multiplayer, and there's always people playing on multiplayer. There's an active forum, there's an active subreddit. There's always people doing that, so definitely you can build and fight ships with other people or the AI. Let's actually have one of my ships fight an enemy ship for once. Let's spawn in a deep water guard pilfer. So a pilfer is like a light cruiser for them. So let's spawn in good old tower once again. Let's see tower fuck them up. Although, as they spawn, I'm going to turn both of these off so she has a chance to rise to the surface. To rise to the occasion. And go. Hell yeah, look at that fire. The entire superstructure is just lighting up. Yeah, they're firing too. Oh, thank you for the sub, Ace. I didn't know you were watching. Or is it that thing where the person isn't watching, they just subscribed to the channel while a stream was going, so it gave me a notification? It may be that. I don't really know how the Streamlabs notifications work. Also, why are you turning sideways? Stop that. You're turning full left rudder. Take it out, come on. Did I turn damage off like an idiot? Did I turn damage off like an idiot? No, it's on. No, it's off. No damage has been done. I was wondering, what the fuck? Damage is at 10. Let me reset it, because if I set the damage factor to 0, no damage will be done. So let me click meter settings, and let's redo that, shall we? That would have been epic, but there was no actual shit. So yeah, let's try that again. So, pilfer. And tower. Now, tower will control the guns. I'll control her movement. Go get him, bitch. Go show him what's boss. Give him help. Oh yeah, 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 you're being vaporized, kiddo. We're just fucking deleting it. Oh god. Oh, I feel so sorry. Gone. Fucking obliterated. I should take the suicide plane. The only problem is the suicide plane is slow as hell. Like, extremely slow, so it will get shot down immediately. How much damage did we take? A little bit of superstructure damage. I mean, if it's that massive of a superstructure, it's bound to take a few hits. Look, watch this. I'm going to send 6 suicide planes. No. Oh, another person subbed. I'm pretty sure that's just people subbing from the channel. But here, I'm gonna spawn 6 of them. The nuke aircraft. And they're gonna immediately get their shit handed to them. So, because watch the fireballs when they get hit, though. The absolute extreme fireballs. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. So that's 8 of them, actually. So just watch the fucking anti-aircraft on this thing light up. Go. Boom. Boom. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. 5. 6. Almost. Yeah, they all fucking nosedive for some reason. She didn't even break a sweat. That's my girl. That's my girl. Come on. Give me a high five. Warships can't high five. Not yet. Not yet they can't. I will mount a giant hand to a cannon on a warship so that it will move the turret and give me a high five. That is how this works. That is how we win the day. But No, the reason... Oh, I forgot to mention. The main thing about this game, ships are AI controlled. Every ship is AI controlled, unless you make it not AI controlled and you control it manually. Like, I can fire the guns manually, see? I separated this. I have one section for the main guns, where I can fire the main guns. One section for these big side guns right here. If I pause it, one section for these casemate guns on the sides. One section for the fucking wall of anti-aircraft fire you see right here. This absolute wall of anti-aircraft fire. There's one for torpedoes, if you see. It launches torpedoes out of the sides. See, this is a torpedo turret. And there's one for countermeasures, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these are the countermeasure cannons that fight missiles and stuff. So, and that's the anti-missile torpedoes as well. And, I want to show you something else. Because most of, you can, like I was explaining before, this is the detection equipment. And if you don't have enough detection equipment or it gets destroyed, your guns can't aim. And you're a sitting duck. Just like in real life. So, you could try Dead Reckoning, but if you have an AI-controlled ship, because in the campaign of this game, you control a bunch of ships at once in battles. So, you can't be on every ship at once. So you need to make sure that you have your ass covered, and you need good AI, good redundancy. You need the Department of Redundancy department. So, another thing, like, I'm terrible at making aircraft, but the one aircraft I love the most is the one that doesn't have AI. And that's the reason why, because I can control it myself. Here it is. I didn't spawn on it. Let me... Oh, it's an enemy. I spawned it as an enemy. Oops. Let me spawn it as a friend. Nuke launching is a thing. Is it a thing? It's complicated. You can make guided missiles, but they're pretty much their own ships. Like, the game considers them their own vessels. So this is the Fokker ELO bomber. It's spelled... You'll see how it's spelled. God damn it, I can't control it like this. The ELO. And I just named after the band ELO, but I just spelled out the name. When it gets low enough, when its altitude gets low enough, it'll automatically deploy the landing gear. See the landing gear come up, and it can make a landing on any carrier I have. Although, actually, another thing with aircraft and aircraft carriers aren't really necessary, because planes can... you can despawn craft, so they don't take up computer resources in the campaign. And then they can fly around at whatever speed they normally do, but just out of play. Only reason to have aircraft carriers is like a base of resupply for your aircraft and repair for your aircraft. But and they don't even have to land. You don't need to launch or land aircraft because they have like specific docking stations that are basically tractor beams, and you can have tractor beams that hold other ships in place. And it's a game mechanic. This isn't like aircraft carrier deck landing simulator, so. Pleb says, do you get one and AC? What does that mean? I don't know what that sentence means. In the meantime, this aircraft, I actually tried my best to give it turrets with fields of fire. Like, it has good anti-aircraft coverage on the top, on the bottom. It has, oh shit, I'm gonna hit the water. Has anti-aircraft on the sides. And on the bottom of it. Yeah, so I basically tried to make it as close to like a B-17 as I could. Oh, I have plenty of aircraft carriers. I'm glad to show you those. In fact, I can land this thing on an aircraft carrier if I wanted to. But this thing has bomb bay right here. That's its bomb bay. So, let's land this baby on an aircraft carrier, shall we? First off, unload tower so I can save computer resources. Then we go back out. Let's start with the first major one I built. I recently retrofitted her, but this is the Ebor class fleet carrier. Or actually, less a fleet carrier and more of an assault carrier. Oh, we're about to hit the water. I magically saved it from hitting the water. And then I'm going to set the damage to 0 so this thing doesn't crash horribly. I want to actually land it on the deck. And again, normally you don't land planes on aircraft carriers. This is just because I want to. I'll show you the tractor beam thing I'm talking about later. But I just like building ships, so that's why I don't bother putting them in. Alright, cut the throttles. Oh no, we hit the tower. Alright, cut the power. Did we nail that landing? Fuck. Perfect landing. Look at that. Absolutely perfect landing. I mean, then again, I tried to land a full land bomber on a sea aircraft carrier. Let's despawn that. Landing success. Nothing went wrong. So yes, this is the Ebor class fleet carrier. She has a giant gun on the front. Usually that didn't work in real life. People stopped trying to mount big guns on aircraft carriers. Like Akagi in her first form had some turrets on the side, but they took those out. Yeah, also on the side here, I have another big gun on the hull, but it's almost to the waterline. We have some anti-aircraft guns on the hull. Here's some more anti-aircraft. This whole thing's bristling with it. Ebor's design philosophy was an open deck carrier. Because in real life, there are open deck carriers like this, where it's open to the water and the elements, where the hangar is. And then there's enclosed carriers, and these can be even more armored. The flight deck here isn't armored, but I don't have an armored carrier so far, but usually if you have a thicker deck, that means bombs will be less likely to punch through it. So I can press a button here and activate the elevators. Where is it? Elevators down. And so that'll lower the elevators. In reality, these are completely unnecessary. In fact, aircraft carriers are unnecessary in From the Depths. But I like aircraft carriers, so I'm gonna fucking build aircraft carriers, and no one can tell me otherwise. And that's why I put the elevators in, because all aircraft carriers need elevators. That's just realistic. So you can keep planes in the hangar down here. But I'll show you what I mean when From the Depths has this weird, like, tractor beam system. So I pick up a tractor beam here. Is it under miscellaneous? Docking station. So I put the docking station here. I spawn an aircraft. Let's go into aircraft. Let's spawn a fighter plane that I made, a fighter jet. This is one of the fighter jets I made. So once that's spawned, I click here on the tractor beam, click select, hold distance, and apply, and activate tractor beam. And then it just floats. As long as that tractor beam's activated, this thing will float. It'll just float in the air, and you can set it to when this ship detects an enemy nearby, it will turn on the engines of the plane and release the plane from the tractor beam, and the plane will just rocket off into the sunset. You don't need to launch it off the deck or anything. And aircraft fly in this game like they're flying through soup, not air, because the air, it's really dense and From the Depths for some reason. I'll show you my craziest ship after I show off the other aircraft carriers. I'll make it quick. Also, before I finish with Ebor, let's go back into Ebor. This is what Ebor looks like. She has an eye patch, even though it's unnecessary. But yeah, that's what Ebor looks like, and that's actually one of the planes I built, like a derpy little torpedo bomber in this game. So yeah. Next aircraft carrier is... No, distance is a cruiser. Candidate. To show you what I mean with Candy, over here. Candy, and next to her, I'll spawn the ship she's based off of, the Jennings. Basically, I decided, because in history, people convert battle cruisers into aircraft carriers and battleships, I'm like, what if I do that? So basically, I took the hull of this ship right here on the left, gutted it, and turned it into an escort carrier right here. So a tiny little aircraft carrier. This one is an enclosed flight deck carrier. This is Candidate herself. And, yeah, so she has elevators as well. And she's basically a cute little aircraft carrier that's made out of the hull of a battle cruiser. The fuck if that tractor beam takeoff happened in real life? Someone made a vertical launch plane before where the engine... I've seen it. I've seen the prototype. It's in a museum in Florida. It literally just launches straight from vertical, pointing upwards like a rocket. It didn't work out that well. The Army decided it should stay a prototype. Or the Air Force, I'm sorry. Also, I don't think comments froze. Enough of those, you can make an enemy ship float, I guess. And then my next carrier, and for my next magic trick, this is pretty much the biggest carrier I've made, if I can find her. Her name is Morio. There she is, Morio. So this is the Morio class fleet carrier. And yes, it is a JoJo reference. I was into JoJo at the time. Fucking hat. But, yeah, that's the logo. But, this one has elevators too. Elevators go down. This is an enclosed flight deck carrier. This is the easiest one to actually store planes inside of because it has a massive hangar on the inside. And of course there's stuff below it as well. There's actual, like, insides to this ship that you can walk around in. And a cafeteria and everything. Let me refresh the chat just in case. But I'm pretty sure it's not frozen. And let me show you what she looks like. She's kind of restrained in here. Let me restrain the height a bit. She's basically Yukiko from Part 4, but an aircraft carrier. Very not creative. I just wanted a design quickly. And there's like teeth on the front because it looks spooky. It'll spook out the enemies. You like the Hydra in GTA. I haven't seen that aircraft. I haven't played too much GTA. I played GTA 5, but I never really messed with online that much. Only a little bit. Oh, if you wanted to see silly ships, here's one of the earlier ships I built. The Prinz Ruben class carrier. Not carrier, but light cruiser. Basically, she's smaller than a destroyer, but she has the guns of a cruiser. Look how tiny she is. She's so tiny. But her guns. And because she's so tiny, look what happens when I try to aim her guns. Look how heavy her guns are. And I'll pause it here. If I point the guns to one side, the thing lists and takes on water. If the hatches aren't secured, it could start to sink. She like lists 30 degrees or so if I aim the guns. And that didn't always happen. I think a physics update caused that to happen. So the Hydra's in San Andreas too. Oh, basically, Tyler, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about a VTOL aircraft, a vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. That's one where it can angle its engines and take off like this and kind of go like that. A lot of smaller aircraft carriers have VTOL aircraft because they're not long enough to take them. What I'm talking about, instead of an aircraft that's like this and goes like that, the aircraft I saw in the museum was a prototype in the 50s that is like this. It's angled like a rocket on the ground, and it has wheels. It has 4 tiny wheels on each side that keep it standing up, and it just, engine activates, goes up like a rocket, and then it just goes like whoosh, like that. So it's completely vertical. There's a difference. No wonder that second concept didn't take off. Had takeoff, pun, funny pun. Not only that, it was a propeller craft. It was a propeller aircraft, not a jet, because it was the 1950s. It was a propeller aircraft that went up like that. It had 2 counter-rotating propellers in the same engine block. If I knew the name of it, is it called like X1 or something? If I can find a fucking picture of it, that would be great. Air Force prototype vertical aircraft. Vertical propeller aircraft. Sorry for the clacking noises. No, I don't want an Osprey. No, I don't want the X-19. Please. Found it. XFY1. Wait, is that it? Boeing X-50. I think I've almost found it. Oh, and the Nazis did it first. Okay, never mind. Because of course they did. The fucking science. But where's the one I'm looking for? The Pogo. Yes. Here, I'll copy it. This isn't the exact one, but this is the concept I want to show you. I'll have to spawn it in like this. So let me do this. Let me grab the image display. Hologram projector. Bam. Copy image address. Go into here. And bam. It's upside down. God damn it. Control C. Control V. And shift it up a bunch. And 6, 6. This is what I'm talking about. Although the one I saw looked different. It looked slightly different. But that is the concept I was talking about. Let me go back to the stream chat. Is my computer hiding the stream chat? No, it is not. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. Sorry for the tangent. I think everyone left except you. Oof. I drove everyone away with my stupid history lesson. But, I mean, I'm not going to stay up for too much longer either. But, yeah. Thank you, Prince Ruben, for holding that for me. Where is Ruben? Yeah, basically her name was combining a sandwich, the name of a Reuben sandwich, with the German cruiser Prinz Eugen. And that was my very first MS Paint drawing. It's really shit. She was the first ship I drew by hand, which was really, really bad. And then this was the first one I drew in MS Paint as well, which was also kind of bad. So, yeah, I tried. And so, just to compare, this is a light cruiser. And to show you how small she is, how much of a small girl she is, I'm gonna load in my largest destroyer. Where's Anarchy? Give me Anarchy. This is my largest destroyer. She is longer. My largest destroyer is larger, or longer than that cruiser. Width 15, width of 17. This one's only slightly wider than this one. Oh yeah, and because the thing about the Anarchy class is each ship of the class is named after a different type of anarcho pseudo-government. So this one is anarcho-capitalism. So she has the ANCAP ball. The other ones are communism and monarchism and primitivism, and that's just the naming scheme for all these destroyers. Yeah, she's looking goofy ass. I mean, again, the thing is, Prinz means based off of Prinz Eugen, which is an actual warship. In fact, Prinz Eugen was the cruiser that sailed with Bismarck, and Bismarck ordered Prinz Eugen to retreat while Bismarck sacrificed herself. So it's because of Bismarck's sacrifice that Prinz Eugen was saved, although she was donated to the Americans at the end of World War II, and the Americans just nuked her. They fucking nuked her. And she lies ass up. She's lying fucking ass up in the middle of Bikini Atoll today because of the tests at Operation Crossroads. Prinz Eugen. Let me find the picture of her ass up. I mean, of course you don't want the ship girl picture ass up. I think someone actually drew that, but, here, yeah, I found the image. Copy image address. And Control V. Up 7, 7. Force to image ratio. Let me mirror. That is what's left of Prinz Eugen today. Poor girl. But yeah, her rotor is still out of the water. Not naming it HMS McNuke. Why didn't I do that? That would be the next ship of the class. You like the history lesson? Yeah, but Prinz Eugen was done dirty. Real fucking dirty. She didn't deserve it. But although then she was named USS Prinz Eugen for a while. And this is the Anarchy class destroyer. And since this is ANCAP, implying Rhodes, of course, and then we have the fucking Yankee with no brim over here. And a fucking Corona Molotov. Can I zoom in on that? Let me pause. Let me pog. I see if I can zoom in on it. Corona Extra. And I had the fucking Venus on there. I'm fucking proud of that. I don't give a shit. I'm proud of that. Fucking Corona Extra. But yeah, nice to see you, E. This was my third live stream of the night, Big E. I streamed first off Minecraft, where I had built the aircraft carrier Akagi in Minecraft on a server with some other friends. And that live stream will be uploaded within the next 24 hours. Then after that, I played Rolling Line, which is a model railroading VR sort of simulator type game. And that'll be uploaded in a while. And I yelled at a fucking diesel locomotive for 10 minutes straight because it was being a pussy. And then this is the third stream of the night where I'm just showing off shit and doing dumb shit. And I don't know if you've seen this, Biggie, so I'll just go over it quickly again. Here's Tower. This is the Tower class battlecruiser, and let me pull up the image for her, copy image address, and Control V, force to image ratio, and oh, let me adjust that a little bit to the right. Come on, let me in. Let me in. Actually, I could push her down a little bit before, and then shift into the wall a bit. There we go. So that's the drawing I did for Ruff's Tower. God damn it, the battlecruiser. So yeah, close enough. I don't know, I like fucking MS Paint doodling. And I tried to make the Principality of Sealand, like the sea fort, into the platform for the main guns. Because why not? It's because, screw it. And then I had to fucking green screen the superstructure here. I just fucking built a green screen. I built a green screen using glass blocks, took a picture of it, and then went in Premiere and chroma keyed the glass block green screen. It's a tall boat. She has some fine endowments. We call those anti-torpedo bulges in the industry. She has large anti-torpedo bulges, huge tracts of land, as they say. Very defensive measures, I will add. But I actually tried to decorate the torpedo launchers this time. They actually look somewhat like real torpedo launchers a little bit. Oh, thank you for the compliment, Fox Scout. Thank you. Yeah, I spent a while on this battlecruiser, and literally, her design philosophy, her entire design philosophy. What if I just built a giant fucking pagoda mask a pagoda mast, and that's it. That's her entire philosophy. The entire ship is designed around that mast. And it's worthless. I mean, she's a good fighter. She's a good ship. Her main guns are pretty strong for how small they look. She's a pretty good performing ship, but she's such a big target. She's got multiple big targets, if you know what I mean. You stick your torpedo between those bulges. Hell yeah, brother. Fucking hell yeah, bro. That's my fetish. Y'all didn't hear me say that. Y'all didn't hear me say that. Funny thing is, even though she's a battle cruiser, she's, in that regard, she's bigger than Claudius. Let me pull up Claudius again. Where's her drawing? That's not Claudius, that's Candy. Or Candidate. Yeah, she's fucking flat. Candidate has a flight deck chest. A literal flight deck chest. I mean, it makes sense. You gotta be flat. She's flatter than Admiral Hipper. God damn. So I meant to pull up Claudian. Where's Claudian? There she is. Demonetized. Yeah, uh-oh, this stream's getting demonetized. Oops. So here's the Claudian class battleship. Where's her drawing? There it is. So as you can see, despite being a battleship and having more and bigger guns, she's actually kind of smaller than Tower in that regard. And again, I'm not good with proportions. Her arms look kind of off. I'm not a good artist. I am not an artist at all. I just doodled in MS Paint for 3 days. I don't do art. Roman waifu. Yeah, I went for that centurion sort of look. And her guns are on columns. But, and each of the ships in the class is named after a Roman emperor. So the lead ship is Claudius. Then we have things like Trajan, Augustus. Not Nero, we're not doing Nero as a name. I made a fucking list of names earlier. And for the Tower class, I named all of the ships of the Tower class after, what did I name it? I named them after the sea forts that made up, around Britain during World War II. And of course, the lead ship is Ruffs for Ruffs Tower. And of course, Ruffs Tower is where the modern Principality of Sealand lies. Also, check this out. Biggie. I got a t-shirt coming today. Look at this shit. I got an actual shirt for the Principality of Sealand. How do you like them fucking apples? So I am now the proper commander of this faction. Where's Jennings? Where's Jennings? How big did I make Jennings? Because again, I made Jennings a long time ago, so she was still on paper. She was a paper design. She's somewhat well endowed, I guess, but back then, this is the pre-retrofit one, where one of the turrets was different than the others. In fact, let me compare pre- and post-retrofit. Jennings. There we go. So, oh, I'm getting close to the camera. So here's pre- and post-retrofit Jennings. All I did was cut the ship in half right here, add some length to the ship, add a actual exhaust vent in the top, and replace this one weird turret with more regular turrets. So it actually has decent caliber guns. Remind you to purchase knighthood from Sealand at some point. I should do that. You know, Ian McCullum from Forgotten Weapons, he is a knight of Sealand. He purchased the fucking knighthood. Also, just mention, I want you to watch that Rolling Line stream that'll be uploaded soon, that I streamed a few hours ago, because the name for the country I did for the layout, the railroad layout I made, I called it Elbonia, which is the fictional country that Ian McCullum had to, like, screw over in a Q&A where he had to give him, like, the worst weapons available. So he made it. I actually ordered a t-shirt that has, like, Elbonia on it, and it says, "We may do with the worst," or something like that. We make the best from the worst. I don't know, it looked kind of cute. Let me pop out chat once again. How long have I been streaming? About an hour, so I've been streaming a lot today. I don't mind. I don't mind. Although I will say, I am glad because I am monetized. now for my channel, I can monetize some videos, but super chats are also enabled, I'm pretty sure. But then again, Susan Wojcicki takes a bunch of it. So that is too bad, because fuck, freaking YouTube, you know? I mean, I'm not going to say too much because I don't want to get demonetized. Please, I didn't say anything against you, Susan. Don't strike me down. But, yeah. Also, I'm going to compare these two cargo ships. So before I made the Northumbria, my largest cargo ship was the one I just spawned. So Northumbria. There's that. I'll get rid of this, refresh the page. And, so yeah, this is the Granite class cargo ship, right next to, the SO Northumbria, which costs a decent amount of material. Still cheaper than most of my big warships, my capital ships. Yeah. Actually, can the small cargo ship sink the big one? Because I have it to auto sink, remember? So if I take charge of the Granite class, and the inspiration for Granite was, since I live in Tampa, if you want another history lesson, I'm not there right now, but I lived in Tampa for a long time. And next to an aquarium there, they have an American Victory ship, a Victory class ship, cargo ship called the USS American Victory, that was in service delivering cargo during World War II. And one of the few that was preserved, and I visited the ship multiple times. And while I was there, I took some pictures, and this isn't a replica. I just made one with a design philosophy of that sort of ship. So this is like my interpretation of a World War II era, like, emergency cargo ship. So that's the story for that. Now let's blow up this oil tanker. We're gonna make you roll, Northumbria. I apologize, little one. Boom. We blew one of their cargo tanks oil tanks immediately. There's another one. Can we blow a third? There's a third. Can we blow a fourth? Wait. Boom, there's a fourth. Alright, this thing's gonna go down, watch it. Also, I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream right here, because I showed most of the stuff I wanted to. Yep, there she goes. See, her smoke turned off. When are her lights gonna turn on? I also made, like, this ship sink automatically, but that's a separate version of the ship. So yeah, but yeah, if you saw the Northumbria video, the music video, this is the ship I used for that video, the SO Northumbria. I made the fucking logo and well, I didn't make it, I just slapped the logo on there, but yeah, and then I made it sink itself because that's cool, and ships actually sinking looks cool in this game, even though they don't do that on their own. But yeah, that's about it when it comes to that. Oh, I downloaded a few things from the workshop. Let me teleport near land, and then I'll just spend the last 5 minutes or so of the stream doing this. It's not teleporting me, are you kidding me? There we go. First off is an Imperial Baneblade. So we have just a fucking 40k Baneblade. I wonder if there's a Lehman Roos. I may download it if there is. There's that. Again, this is mostly stuff from the workshop right here. It's the Baneblade. Yeah, they got the Baneblade. Next up is a monument to all your sins, it's called. This is a monument to your sins. Oh, it's hurting itself. Stop hurting yourself. Here, let's fix this. We'll spawn in a ship. Let's spawn in an enemy ship. Spawn in a Marauder to the west. Or a Kalmar. Actually, no, not a Kalmar. Marauder. There it is. So let's spawn in a monument to your sins. He's about to fucking T-pose on him, even though that's kind of a dead meme. But someone actually built the actual SMG and made it into a gun. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. But, yeah, he's about to rip and tear until it is done. Now, is it good in combat? No, it's not. Navy? I think the lasers are one of the few effective weapons. Oh, they actually got a main shot on that. Did not expect them to. He's trying. It's the thought that counts. It's the thought. Oh no, that's oh, the Marauder actually. You know what? Cheers to the Marauder. You're doing a pretty good job actually. You're fighting him off. Come on, land another shot on him. Do it. Yes! Take him down. That's the first time I've cheered for a Marauder. That's silly as hell. Well, I mean, that's the player character. See, if you look... where's my character? That thing is designed off of the player character right here. See, if I pull out the SMG. Oh, I got rid of the SMG. I have a blunderbuss, though. Boom. Baba booey. Here's a minigun. Here's a grenade launcher. Boosh. What else do I got from the workshop? That was mostly it. Oh, here's HMS Bun Goat from last time I streamed From the Depths, where someone just asked me, hey, you know that tiny escort ship you made? Just slap 9 of them together, make a cube. Just make a cube. So now we have this monstrosity. The HMS Bun Goat. No, that's a monument to my sins, if I call it. You know what, let's destroy it with fire. Explosion settings all the way up. Create an explosion. What's the fucking Konosuba meme? Explosion! Boom. That was fucking cringy. I'm never saying that again. I've never actually fucking seen Konosuba. I've heard it's good, but I've never seen it before. Maybe I'll watch it. Who knows? I've heard it's good. So yeah, let's wipe that thing off the face of the earth. It does not exist. Let's pretend it never existed. Physics need not apply. Yeah, physics are optional in this game. I'll say that. I think the closest thing to an actually decent-sized cruiser I have is this. The Distance class heavy cruiser. I designed her after like HMS Dorsetshire or HMS Kent. Whatever class that was. Was that the county class? Fuck, I forgot what class that was. But that's my design basis. Not a replica, just inspiration. So yeah, I tried to make a heavy cruiser. If I spawn Ruben, where is Ruben? Oh, this isn't Ruben, but this is just straight up the Prinz Eugen that I downloaded from the workshop. That's just... Oh, she has a float plane too. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, that's just the German cruiser Prinz Eugen, I guess, if you want. Why is her superstructure so small? She's so small. She's tiny. Huh. But yet in the game she's thicker than Hipper. Like, she's got some pretty big anti-torpedo bulges of her own in as her lane, but she's not that big though. I don't know. So again, I guess not a full heavy cruiser, but she's the closest I got for distance. Anyway. Anything else that I want to show? Oh, I uploaded the Wilhelmina the Second. So I basically went over for that luxury liner I built a long time ago, and I updated her with some mimics. Oh, my game is freezing. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is the cruise liner Wilhelmina updated. Look how many fucking propellers she has. So many goddamn propellers. It is not pretty. I actually put her name on the side this time and gave her an actual anchor instead of a fake looking anchor. And I made some actual mimics that look decent. And I think if Tyler's still watching, I know he hasn't seen this ship yet, so I'm gonna raise her up. Actually, what I'll do, just so the ship can be seen easier, we're gonna set the damage to 0 and spawn her over land. Oh god, CJ. He walks in. He walks in on the fucking torpedo bulges. We were talking about how some of my warship designs had large anti-torpedo bulges. Let me just show him what I mean really quick. It'll take 1 second. Did I save the ship? I'll have to update her permanently later. But copy image address. Here we go. Go down here into where this is. Poke. Control V. And I will have to extend that a bit. Height down a bit, so 2.7, I guess. Yeah, so that's my drawing for this battle cruiser that I built. I did a shitty MS Paint drawing, and we were making jokes about her having decent-sized torpedo bulges for her drawing. Decent-sized tracts of land, as I said. So, yeah, that's pretty much the joke. Laugh at the funny joke. Do it now. I demand you to laugh at the funny joke, because it is funny. So let me save over that so I don't have to keep putting it in every single time, and my game's freezing again. Yes, you understood the amazingly well-hidden innuendo. The most well-hidden innuendo of all time. So, just to show the inside of the... Oh god, we're gonna go inside of the ship. I'm sorry. Just forget innuendos ever existed. Please, do me a favor. Where is the ship? There she is. So I'll spawn her on land, and then I'll cut into her. Oh god, no! I need to watch what I'm saying. I'll do a cutaway, like in a book, like where they have cutaways into the ship or something. I'm not going to cut into her. Jesus Christ. What have I done? Okay, there's that. This is another feature I like about this game. You can see inside of a ship. So I designed the entirety of this thing. I know E has seen this, but I don't think Tyler has. Also, I'm sorry, ZJ. I apologize for what I have done. But, so Tyler... Yeah, definitely demonetize. But, oh well. I lost out on half a cent. Oh no. But, so, yeah, I made a ton of crew cabins in here. I made multiple sets of boilers, although the boilers are cut in half because I have the cutaway mode enabled. These are, like, first-class dwellings in here. Second class and third class. We have, like, some trees and a fountain inside. We have a gambling room. We have, like, a casino in here. We have the Dunkachino. Okay, never mind. I forget I said Dunkachino. But we have, like, a little car park for transferring cars. We have more engine rooms, and we have, like, storage rooms. So yeah, here's all the cutaway. There's a big restaurant. Let me end the cutaway. So, and I have cameras everywhere. Like fucking Five Nights at Freddy's shit. We need Five Nights at Freddy's, but aboard like a cruise ship. That would be cool. Scott, get working on it. But so we do own cameras. Here's the camera into the lounge, into the restaurant. And there's a skylight right here in the top of the restaurant. I mean, can I move this menu? No, I cannot. Okay. We have some in the grand staircase, because we have a grand staircase. Here's a lower dining hall for, like, the plebs. This is where the plebs eat. We have the first-class hallway with all the first-class rooms here on the edges. We have the theater, spelled European style because fancy. And so it's basically a bunch of chairs, and there's a stage right here for performances. Top of the staircase, vehicle storage, bottom of the grand staircase. We have the bow cargo room. We have the bow looking onto the bridge of the ship. We have the bow looking forwards. We have the crow's nest looking forwards up and very high. We have the stern of the ship looking backwards. Put sub count on screen. I'd have to figure out more with the settings. Maybe next stream I'll Why did I tinker? I will tinker with some of the settings. Boiler room 1 with the steam boilers. These are actually produce power. They aren't decorative. Way more power than the ship needs, actually. This thing uses like very little power. The second boiler room, the third boiler room, not in that order, and the bridge, looking outwards. And I can just take a big walk around this entire ship if I wanted to. We have like a little navigation room with like a map and a layout of the ship. I had to like look at Google Images to find a ship that had 3 funnels instead of 4. What else? Here's the grand staircase. We go down. So we're on 1 floor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This thing is 8 stories tall, 8 decks tall. Here's the very bottom of the ship. This is where like the lowest people work, like the staff and the crew of the ship. Here's bathrooms right here. Like little bathroom stalls, and then little crew bunks. And then you go in here and you get to the boiler rooms. Climb up here. I made this ship a long time ago, but I recently retrofitted her. Although she's not a warship, so I guess that would just be an update. We have like some lounges over here. These are supposed to be slot machines. Car park, all sorts of shit. What's the fastest ship? Oh, you love the mechanical movement? Yeah, this game has proper working steam engines. There are fuel engines that run on diesel, but the steam engines are so fucking satisfying. And there are massive ones too. These are the medium-sized steam engines. There's small ones for tinier boats and massive ones for whatever contraption you think needs it. What's my fastest ship? Well, you can vary the amount the propellers go at, so you can make a ship go like 4 times as fast, but it'll use 6 times more fuel. But what's one of my fastest ships? Oh, my game froze. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please don't crash. I think it's gonna crash on me. Let's wait. Let's wait it out. But in the meantime, I'll see if I can add a good-looking ship. I'm just typing something, 1 second. Sorry for the clacking noises. I'm still using the keyboard ZJ gave me. For y'all in the chat, ZJ, he's a personal friend of mine. He gave me this keyboard, and I'm still using it because I'm too lazy to get another one. And it's a good keyboard. It's a good keyboard. It's just a little clackety. I'm used to it though. I like it. Now, how do I save this? Because I don't want this disappearing again. Let me refresh while it's... Is it still frozen? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, I think the game's crashing. Is that the game telling me to stop? I think that's the game telling me to stop for the night. Let me just answer your question. I think the fastest ship I have is maybe the Cavalry class cruiser? Either that or one of the destroyers. Maybe the Anarchy class destroyer? And the crash file was deleting things, not spawning things in. That's weird. When did I give it to you? You gave it to me back when I was building this computer. And, was that 2018? 2017? I think 2017, maybe? Because I built this computer because I was disappointed that I couldn't play Fallout 4 on my laptop. And then I built this computer, found out that Fallout 4 was kind of mediocre. But it was a while after Fallout 4 came out, so I think it was like 1 or 2 years after Fallout 4. So I would put that around 2017 or so. Around, because I bought all the parts on Cyber Monday. And I think I assembled the PC itself sometime in December, maybe? I don't know. I had Chris help me out with that. Yeah, the game froze. Let me try exiting out of it. Should I relaunch the game, or should I just stop for the night? But yeah, anyway, pleb, I'm pretty sure cavalry is the fastest ship I have. Cruiser. But, it kind of makes sense, because cavalry are horsies. Horsies run fast. But, I think the ships of that class were Hussar, Cuirassier, Dragoon, you know, all those types of cavalry, Ulan. Up to me. Well, if it lets me launch it again, I'll launch it again. And then I'll just wrap up eventually. Because right now, where I am, it's 1:30 in the morning. Which is fine, I don't have anything really going on tomorrow, I don't think. Let me check my events. Yeah, I don't think much is happening tomorrow. No, I don't mind continuing the stream. Okay, now I can finally actually launch the game again, because it took a while for it to update the file. Sorry. Yeah, you know what would be cool? It would be cool if Gawargura gave me a shout out. That would be cool. That would be cool. Getting a fucking VTuber shout out. I know Silver's going down that rabbit hole. John, yeah, Silver's definitely going down that rabbit hole, and he's starting to drag me down it too. Especially with the English update they had with all the new people a week ago. Do I have Among Us? Yes. Oh wait, well yeah, of course I do. ZJ, you know I do. Yeah, he's asking pleb. I'm an idiot. Although I admit, I played a lot of it. I mean, I would be down to play more again. It's just AJ wants to play it, or not AJ, but Silver wants to play it so often that I don't know. If he keeps doing it so often, it may burn me out. Oh, you were asking me? I played with you. You don't remember? Like I've played with you countless times. With Silver and Terrible Fate. I'm gonna try to avoid saying real names as much as possible. I'll just remember as many usernames. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You played it with me. Your username in game was Piss, right? You were always Piss in Among Us, right? Is this your brother speaking? Is your brother watching? Your younger brother? Because I've played Among Us with you a ton. I mean, with the older brother. Again, I'm gonna avoid names as much as I can. I think he's playing dumb with me. But, let me spawn in the main base. Where's Derrickton Naval Base? Derrickton Naval Base. There it is. Well, no, not yards. I want base. There we go. The fucking city. I think one of us is having a brain aneurysm, and it's probably me. No, but he does have access to the account. ZJ, if it's you then, you've played with Silver, right? Because every game, most of the games you were in with Silver, I was in there too. My name was always like Venus XD in the lobby. Was that not you? My dude. What's going on here? He does not. How many people are watching right now? 8 people, Jesus Christ, why is there just a random spike? Do we have some lurkers? But, anyway, I'll spawn the ship I think is the fastest. We'll have a race. We'll have a good old race here. And we'll spawn from these dockyards here. But yeah, anyway, this is Derrickton Naval Base. This is the main setting for that story that I've been doing with my Navy. Recently we got the shit bombed out of us and we're trying to repair this place, but we have a movie theater in here that I can actually play YouTube videos. I can play YouTube videos and watch them in here. If I wanted to, I could boot up this game, pop in a YouTube video on that screen, and just watch it like it was in a movie theater. Fully. And I love it. There's a theater for plays. We have a motherfucking cathedral. I built this cathedral on the floating city, and then I just copy and pasted it here. And I made the book The Holy Bible, because why not? Even though thighs aren't really my thing. Well, no, I mean, they aren't not my thing. I don't know, I'm not going to get into that again. We already went down the fucking torpedo bulge rabbit hole. I'm not going down another rabbit hole. Not yet. I made a hangar for aircraft here, and you can store aircraft inside of them. Let me land a bomber here. I'm pretty sure I landed a bomber here before. Where's the bomber? Bomber. Play mashups. I'm on a live stream. I'm gonna get copyright claimed if I play any copyrightable music, and like half of my mashups can't be monetized because I got them copyright claimed because, you know, they're mashups. They have music in them. Right. Hard landing. Let's go. Although if I'm landing on one of the big flight deck chest aircraft carriers, I'd say it's a soft landing. Haha. Funny reference again, because I keep bringing it up even though I shouldn't bring it up. If you want to know what a soft landing is on an aircraft carrier, just look up. Oh, that's not good. Oops. If you want a soft landing at an aircraft carrier, look up HMS Illustrious in Azerlane. She has a pretty big set of anti-torpedo defenses, if I do say so myself. That would be a very, very soft landing. Or a USS Ranger, that aircraft carrier. I would agree as well. Or HMS Sirius, or IJN Taiho. There are a lot of ships that have that, honestly. A lot of aircraft carriers. I'm slowly pushing this aircraft, using my own body weight, pushing it into the hangar. Just to clarify, E, my brother does not have access to my account, and I have never played Among Us, although I would love to play with you. Wait a minute. I am an idiot. I see J. I completely... I thought it said JZ. I thought you were someone else. I fucking thought you were someone else. I told you I was having a brain aneurysm. I am having a brain aneurysm. I'd love to play with you, TJ. I thought you were someone else. God damn it. Because I'm getting usernames mixed up. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure... Because I know you have a picture of me as your profile picture, but I thought it was John that had me as the profile picture. I thought it was John. So I automatically assumed you were John because I saw you with my face as your profile picture. That's where I messed up. So I play it with him, yes. And we could try to get you into the group if you wanted to. I could try to, because we did play it a lot. Because I kept thinking you were ZJ, or JZ. That's the thing. I thought you were, I read it as JZ, but you're ZJ. How dare you have similar initials. Also, Tyler, I don't really care about ass too much. Thighs are alright. It's mostly chest for me. I'll admit that. I'm not afraid to admit that. Fight me. And boom, we fit an entire bomber inside of this hangar. Anyway, let me actually get to the question at hand. I don't know if Pleb's still on at all, because I think we completely derailed that conversation. But, let's do that. Let me spawn these 2 ships. We're gonna have a race. We're gonna have a big gourmet race. Fucking 1-2 oatmeal, this shit. So let's load up, what's her name, Anarchy in one corner. Oh no. Let me make sure the damage is off. Yes, it is off. Okay, here's Anarchy in the first corner, and in the second corner we're gonna have Cavalry. Where is she? Cavalry, Cavalry, Cavalry. There she is. Also, hi Ryan, you walked into something really weird. Just disregard that entire conversation. Don't worry. So the thing is, propellers can be increased. These propellers are at max thrust, all of these three. So in return, I think it's fair that these should be up to maximum speed. Because again, this is maximum theoretical speed. Now they both are at maximum theoretical speed. And what I will do is have them both have this. Oh, that's not good. Oh, please don't crash. Pause. Don't crash again. Okay, I paused. We're gonna get rid of Derrickton for a second, because that lags the game a little bit. He doesn't. That's funny. I would love to play with you guys. Yeah, we'd love to play with you sometime. I'll try to let them know that you want to play if you have it on Steam. Says different strokes for different folks. Definitely, yeah, different preferences, I guess. And the game's freezing again. Let's see if it actually works or not. What's this game? Can you teach me about it? This is from the depths. I'm about to raise 2 of my warships. You play this game by building warships, bases, like floating bases, airplanes, submarines, even tanks and land vehicles. You build them using voxel-like Minecraft sort of voxel block physics, and you build gun turrets on like specialized sub-objects, and you build missile launchers. You build like gravity guns or whatever, or rail guns. You build laser turrets. You build torpedoes on your ships, and you fight enemies, and there's a campaign, or you can do it on your own. But yeah, please tell me the game didn't crash again. I was trying to despawn something. Why does it do this to me? How could this happen to me? How much is it? I don't... Let me look on the... Yep, the game crashed. Let me relaunch the game. Give me a second. Close the program. It crashed because I pushed it to the limit, and I shouldn't have. It doesn't like it when you try to spawn and despawn ships inside of each other, and since both of those ships were technically inside of the base, the game really didn't like that, so... that's not normal. It's just me being a dumbass. So let me go to the store page. Oh, he was talking about From the Depths, I think, because Among Us is $5. We were talking about that earlier, Ryan. But this game is From the Depths. How much does it cost? It costs... Oh, I reviewed this game in 2016. I've had this game for a long time. $20. The game is $20. And how many hours? I have 2,800 hours in this game. 2,800. That is how much I love this game. This is my favorite game of all time, From the Depths. Yeah, I don't know how much Canadian. I don't know the conversion rate for Canadian dollars. What region of Canada are you from? I'll tell you right now, I am a United States Florida boy. I'm a Florida man right here. Create. And let's destroy this, and let's actually have this race. Let's fucking race these ships. Let's get her done. I'm Larry the Cable Guy. Consume Pralisic. This is your god. Sorry, that's just a fucking Game Grumps clip that I memorized. Almost. So there's cavalry, and where's anarchy? And now we're gonna have a gourmet race. You gotta make sure both of these thrusters are at their fullest power level. Maximum power. And let's turn on their formation fleet move. What are you doing? Okay. And where are they spawned? Here. Okay. And this is the AI, so I don't know how they're going to handle this. Why are you going backwards? Go, go, go. Ding, 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 ding. And they're off. They're both heading towards the same place. I don't know why one of them's turning like that. Okay, this isn't a fair race. I'm going to try to do it manually. Let's try this. What I'm going to do to make it as manual as possible, I'm going to slow down time as much as I can. And I'm going to spawn both of them. And then I'll turn them up manually and make sure their AI is off. That way they will go completely straight forward. So as you can see, the time is slowed down right now. I'll speed it up a little bit. Turn up the power output on the engines for anarchy, since the cavalry is already fully up. Make sure the time is as slow as possible. 2,000 hours on my, it reminds me of one meme where a guy had 10,000 and said it was okay. That's probably League. If you said 10,000, it's okay, it's League. Or if it's not recommended. This sounds like a JoJo reference. Yeah, it is. I mean, one of my warships is called the Morio class fleet carrier, and it literally is entirely a JoJo reference. And another one of my ships is the Tomare class destroyer, which is also a JoJo reference. Again, mostly because I was watching it when I designed those. And the name is the only thing about it that is like that. Alright, now let's go. Which ship am I on? I'm on cavalry. Start up the main drive as fast as possible. Get it all the way up to 100%. And immediately full throttle. Let's go, and they're off. So they both have 3 engines with the same power output. Which one is more aerodynamic in the water? Actually, it seems like cavalry is taking the lead at 26 meters a second. How many knots is that? Let's see anarchy. 20 meters a second. Yes, cavalry has a definite lead, even though they both have the same amount of engines. Yep, cavalry's definitely taking the lead. However, anarchy has a sneaky trick up her sleeve. You see, she's an anarcho-capitalist. She doesn't believe in the government, and she thinks that the government shouldn't tell her what to do, nor should this dumb cruiser tell her what to do. She's a destroyer, and she doesn't give a fuck. So you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna do something dastardly. She's gonna start trying to knock out her enemy's speed. She's gonna start playing dirty, destroying the infrastructure, getting rid of the roads. Uh-oh, she slowed her down. She slowed her down. She's taking the lead. Uh-oh. Looks like she's swerving. Looks like cavalry's swerving. What happened? Oh, she's lost an engine. Oh, but cavalry's gonna fight back, you see. Cavalry doesn't like being pushed around. She's gonna fight back. She ain't gonna get herself trampled on like that. She's gonna tell her what for. She wants those roads. She wants that infrastructure. And she won't let anyone take it away from her. Full throttle on that bitch. And there they go, off into the distance. Results are inconclusive. Yesterday, in school I made a background pic for Josuke. Your teacher thought it was a 1950s cartoon character. I mean, I wouldn't blame her for thinking that. Not too far off. Where's Morio? Just for ZJ, I'll spawn in Morio. I mean, I'll spawn in Tomare too, but Tomare doesn't actually have any visual references. Actually, yes, she does. She does. Let me point them out. Where's Moria? I know I retrofitted her. Come on. Where is she? Moria. There we go. Wait. Moria. Didn't I retrofit? Still fine. Morio. There we go. Where art thou, Morio? Am I gonna shit talk the ships? Well, no, they hold a more special place in my heart. I wouldn't shit talk my girls. They're my girls. Come on, I wouldn't do that. And if anyone says the word harem, I'm kicking them out of the chat. We're not having that shit in here. So here's Tomare, back when I drew her. And that little headband right there, that's part of the JoJo reference. One of the few that I drew with hands. And she's about to say delete this with her two turrets right there. But also her torpedo launcher right here. Right now they're missiles, and they could be interchanged between torpedoes and missiles. So that makes her a bit more useful. And here is Morio. Yeah, a little bit more clear on the JoJo reference right there. A little bit more clear. That's actually one of the elevators here. Let me teleport. And I know I shut her off before in the stream, but screw it, people come in and out. So there's the front elevator, there's the aft elevator, bow and stern, and you can fit ships inside of the hangar. And she's pretty much my favorite aircraft carrier, honestly, not gonna lie. And where I drew her, where is she? Basically, Morio, she's Yukiko. If you've seen part 4, she's Yukiko. That's it. But as an aircraft carrier, that's literally it. Again, I'm not a good artist. Anyway. So tomorrow, expect to stream a clip of me yelling at that poor Santa Fe and his brother for like 10 minutes in a row. That locomotive, it almost didn't deserve it, but it deserved it. So expect a clip of me yelling. Can I make a baka boat? A baka boat? Wouldn't it just have a massive spike through the middle of it? No, not spike, but just have a massive fist out of the center. No, we'll have the exhaust, like, we'll have this right here, the exhaust vent funnel will be in the shape of a fist going through it. Or we'll build a giant fist, I don't know. What's that one SpongeBob clip where Patrick's holding Squidward in the pickle and he's like, and here comes the giant fist or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, maybe, we'll see. We'll see. Thought he said baka boat. I'm not building Chirno. I am not building a Chirno boat. If they make ice weaponry, maybe. But they don't have any ice-based weaponry right now, so there is no baka boat. Plus, I'd have to slap a giant fucking number 9 on the side. Let's see. What else would I want to mess around with? I guess for anyone who hasn't seen it, I'll show off my 2 submarines. Here are the C and D class submarines. Basically just U-boats, glorified U-boats. Pretty small. So the C class is a little wolf, because, you know, submarines operated in wolf packs. So she's like a little wolf. And her actual submarine's like a rocket launcher, but instead of firing rockets, it's torpedoes. I don't know, I thought it was clever. And then we go to D class, and she's... can I go to D class? And she's just Scottish. She's... Just think of her as like the Scottish protagonist from that latest Pokemon game. And she has a tail, because she's also kind of wolf. But her ears are like hidden under the hat. How much was my PC build? I don't exactly remember. I don't even know my specs. I don't remember my PC specs. I had a friend help me build it. When someone says they know what Giorno is, But when you mention anyone else, they freeze. Run that by me again? When someone says they know who Jorno is, but when you mention anyone else, they freeze. Well, they're just ordering frozen pizza then. That's the case. Just, although then again, you don't want to be that guy who's constantly posting about JoJo. I had a JoJo phase. You see, back about a year ago, I had a JoJo phase where I was watching through it, and especially like part 4, part 5, up through that, and I made a lot of JoJo memes and videos. And if you look around a year ago in my YouTube channel, you'll see those videos. And I admit I liked some of them. The one I liked the most was a PragerU parody, where it was him just making JoJo references using his voice and just being a dumbass. But I grew out of it, and again, once you get to a certain point, you realize that, you know, the community just says the same jokes all over and over again, and it gets kind of old, and then you just grow out of it. And I mean, I still like the hat. I still remember it. It's a good show. It's just, that's the thing. Once a show gets a pretty big fan following, they'll start memeing it to death. Anyway. So you bought Among Us so we can play whenever. You made JoJo memes and cookies. You were there for that stream? I forgot who was there for that stream. For those of you who don't know, there was a stream where I was really late at night. It was like 3 in the morning, and they were, I think Akashi was leading the charge, and they were yelling at me to make cookies. So I made a bunch of cookies in the microwave of all things, and I had to scoop them off of the plate because they were like melted onto the plate. I still have the fucking plate that was served on. I still have the same fucking silverware. I still have the same microwave. That's the microwave right there in the corner. And then here's some flags I have on the wall, including my NCR flag. Do I have anything else important? I may get like a sealand flag eventually. And then I have some posters. I have like some Fallout posters. I got these from a Comic-Con. I got some Fallout posters, and then I got a BioShock poster as well. So yeah, some pretty good merch. And then there's like a Vault Boy on there in the corner of the dorm. So yeah, y'all are gonna get a little 360 view of the room, as dumb as it is. Consider yourselves lucky. Anyway, but yeah, these submarines, they do pretty good. They can hunt down enemy ships pretty well. They're pretty good for the campaign because a lot of the factions don't really have good anti-submarine warfare stuff. Here we have conscript. Oh, I hate conscript's drawing. I was really shitty with conscript's drawing. Where is she? Here she is. The paper one's even worse. This was like the second drawing I've ever made in MS Paint, and it's not very good. Like, she wasn't drawn very well. But, yeah, even her design, like, you want to see what happens when one of her these turrets are monsters. They will chew up anything in their path. But you know what happens as soon as they get a stray hit? This is what happens as soon as one of those turrets gets hit. That is a crater. That is an entire crater that guts through half of the ship. And it almost saws the front of the ship completely off. You know what happens when I do it to the back? That happens. This thing is the definition of a glass cannon. Look at it. She has very little armor, almost no armor. Why did I design this? I actually used her for an essay. I wrote an essay on From the Depths, and I used the design process of this ship that I was building at the time for the essay. Yeah, I had a picture of an exploded turret in the essay, and it got really good. The essay did really good last year. I like how you have one vid with 1 million views and the rest are 224K. Yeah, the YouTube gods blessed me with that one video, and the rest are just, like, I've been producing content for a long time, but it's that one fucking shitpost. It's the one Will Sasso Beach Boy shitpost that blows up. But hey, it got me to the monetization mark, so I'm thankful for it. And I'll start trying to make more videos eventually. It's just, you know, I am in college, and I do have college work as well, so... I have to write an essay on Michael Eisner, although that's the topic I chose, since I'm in theme park management. So I'm writing an essay on Michael Eisner. But, anyway. Yeah. What have I not shown off yet? Because I've shown off a lot of this. If any of you all watched my Thunderchild music video that I made with From the Depths, this is the ship I used for the Thunderchild. Well, in reality, this is a replica of the Russian pre-dreadnought battleship Petropavlovsk. Although, she made a pretty good Thunderchild, I'll admit, for the War of the Worlds video. Even though her main guns are weaker than they look. They are not very powerful. But, yeah. She does have torpedoes and a ram. What am I getting a degree in? Hospitality management with theme park focus. That's my degree path. I want to manage a theme park. Do cool stuff there. I won't really be the guy like building the rides because I'm not an engineer. I will never be an engineer. You have to sell your soul to be an engineer, and I'm not going to do that. I learned that problem in high school, trust me. But and I'm not really a good artist either, so I guess I'm just more so project management. That's what I'm gonna shoot for. So it's literally one episode from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What do you mean, the hospitality management or the Thunderchild? What are you talking about? Which one? I'm guessing you mean the hospitality management. Is there like a character from that that's going into hospitality management? I don't know. I've never seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Where's one of the tripods? I know I have some of the stupid War of the Worlds tripods. Where are they? Tripod. Shit. Fighting machine. The Martian fighting machine. Oh no, it appears they have become unbalanced in the time since I have recorded the video. Or even more unbalanced than they normally were. I don't think they're as scary as they originally were. I mean, then again, in the original video, they weren't that scary either. But yeah, I think I had like 3 different versions of the fighting machine. Do I have any others here? What's the work in progress battleship? Oh, that's Claudius, back when I was building her. Fighting machine prop. Thunderchild again. Storm Tiger, tripod. What's this one? Oh, that's someone else built that one. That's the BBC version of the War of the Worlds. Theme park manager in Florida. Okay, yeah. I was about to say, I don't think you're gonna get a British pre-dreadnought into a show. Police show. Oh, here's one of my friendships. If anyone knows Nerd Empire or whatever, this is a ship of his. I think he retrofitted it since, but he asked me to make a ship girl for it, so I drew a ship girl for him. Where is she? Here she is. This is the DV class frigate for Nerd. I think I did a pretty good job back when I was still writing, or drawing them, instead of MS Paint. I will say drawing with pencil is quicker than MS Paint, because I'm more of a perfectionist in Paint, even though both of them are still shit. But yeah, like I know nothing about shading, I know nothing about shadows, I know nothing about color mixing, I know nothing about the basics of art, but hell, I did it anyway. And she's holding a laser gun in her hand because Nerd decided that this ship needed a laser gun right here. Yeah, Yeah, pretty much. Although I admit, I think I have better interiors of my ships, although he's been teaching himself how to do it. The thing is, I'm not as dedicated to From the Depths as Nerd is, and I don't really like doing multiplayer in this game that much. I just like building my own stuff. But, yeah. Wow, my throat's starting to get dry. If you can't click this link... Oh, you can't post links in chat. I don't know why. I don't think there's even a setting to let me enable it. Only I can post links in chat. Maybe, like, put a space in the middle of the link or something? Something to break up the link? I don't know. We'll see. If you try breaking out, maybe it'll work. Or maybe break up the part that says .com or .whatever, because I think that's the part that matters or triggers it. Wait, is this still Petropavlos? Yes, this is Petropavlos during your construction. So... I can delete that since she's finished. Here's another one of my ships. This is the Karita class destroyer. She's basically my heavy destroyer. All of her guns are different and have different calibers. The turrets are nowhere near identical. But she has some torpedo launchers and stuff. She has heavier armor than all of my other destroyers, and an armored deck that's pretty good. But the thing is, where's her drawing? This is her drawing. I redid it so it looks slightly better. Her face was really messed up before, and now it's only slightly messed up. But basically, she like has a shield. She has a funny sword. Yeah, that's her design. And she has a shield because, you know, she's a heavy destroyer. And she has bigger armor. Baba Booey. You know, every time I play Holdfast as well, half of the people in the server, like one of them just yells Baba Booey, and then everyone else just immediately has to yell Baba Booey. It's customary. Now, if I could teleport over here, I could show off something really stupid. Like, really, really stupid. Where's the land ship? There she is. There's my girl. Well, you're exhausted? Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream too. I'm just gonna show up. This is probably the last thing right here. So, here's the battle cruiser, right? Cool looking battle cruiser. I strapped some jet engines on the back, so ooh, cool looking jet engines. Oh no, we're heading straight towards the coast. What are we gonna do? Well, don't worry about the coast. We have a solution to that problem. She missing them turret bumps. Yeah, she's kind of flat-chested, or flight deck-chested, as I should say, even though she's not an aircraft carrier. I will admit, you could land an aircraft on that destroyer, if you get what I'm saying. No obstructions. So yeah, where we're going, we don't need water. Come on, do it. Do it, bitch. Do it. Hell yeah, there we go. This should be like setting for a post-apocalyptic movie or something. Hell yeah. Oh no, quit destroying yourself. Let me turn off the damage factor. There we go. There we go. And can she turn? Oh yes, she can turn. Slowly. She can slowly turn, but she can turn. Flight deck chested, yeah. I mean, that's a term thrown around in Azur Lane a lot as well. But, who do they make fun of the most for it? Admiral Hipper. They make fun of the German cruiser Admiral Hipper for being flight deck chested. Because her sister ship, Prinz Eugen, is certainly not. She's definitely gifted. Anyway. Debauchery over with for now. Mischief managed, whatever Harry Potter thing that was. Read another book. Anyway. Yeah, I got bored one time and I decided, what if I made boat go over land? So a boat go over land. That's 26 meters a second. That is as fast as cavalry. as the cavalry class cruiser. Okay. Gifted. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two. We are farmers. I think we had 2 of those subscriber bell things go off, so that was pretty cool. I think it's just, again, I think it's just whenever someone subscribes to the channel, if I'm live streaming, it'll give me that notification. I think it's a similar notification for a donation. I think I've ever had one stream donation where one guy on Streamlabs gave me $1 through PayPal, and then PayPal took 33% of it, so I got 66 cents. Yeah, the suspension is okay. It could use some better suspension, but this was a shit post, so. Oh, do I have tanks? What tanks do I got? What tanks do I got? Tanks. Here is the scythe. Basically, I saw a bunch of Warhammer looking tanks, and I'm like, you know, I want to make a cool, like, World War I sort of Warhammer 40k looking tank, and this is the result. It's very off balance, but it looks cool, and it can do sick donuts. The main gun works, it fires like a main gun should, and it has some side guns on the sides because they're side guns and they're on the side. That's why they're called side guns, the more you know. There's a little machine gun in the front and a little machine gun in the back. What other tanks? Let me turn up the damage again. Nope. Meter settings, 10. Wow, my throat's getting more sore. I'll have to end eventually. To face off against that mighty ship, or that mighty land ship, here is a sedan. A 4-door sedan. Noom. Ramming speed. Bonk. We did nothing. The might of the 4-door sedan. Anyway. I'm pretty sure I killed whoever was left in the chat. It's just me now. Here's the PCKW Corroda-Rola. I think that's also a JoJo reference. Pretty sure this one's just a tank destroyer. Let me blast the sedan. I missed the sedan. Come on, fire. It bounced off. The shell bounced off the thick armor plating of the sedan. Oh, nice. Come on, fire again. Wow, this thing's main gun is shit. Try firing straight into the back of this one. Oh, that did something. Yeah, that did some damage. It did more damage to a tank than a sedan. Bro, you ever heard of the game Crossout? I've heard of it. I don't really know what it's about, though. I think it's about vehicles. You know one game I used to play that's vehicle voxel-based? I don't know if it's still around. What was the name of it? Because it went through a ton of updates. It was like vehicle-based objectives. And you had to work with your team. And there were like flying machines. There were land-based tanks with laser guns. And there were like... what was the name of it? Shit, does anyone else know? Because most of the vehicles were painted white. And you had to unlock blocks. And you had a certain amount of blocks. And you had to buy blocks using credits. Shit, what was that game? I'm looking through my Steam list trying to find it. Come on. Is it still there? Robocraft! That's the bitch! Robocraft. That game's... is it still around? Yes, the game's still around. I'm surprised. I played that game a long time ago. Huh. Yeah, it looks way different than from when I was playing it. God damn. I was still playing Heroes and Generals back then. Wow. Wow. As Owen Wilson would say. I don't know about the game now. I'll look at Crossout. This is a clunkier tank, Panzer Comp Wagon Hammerhead. This one's also... Oh, I made an amphibious version, but this isn't that one. Only problem is this one's turret range is limited, though. Has a machine gun in the front. 4 damage, wow. I will admit, the projectile reflection physics in this game are pretty good. You can make slope armor, and unless they have a shell that's specifically designed to counter sloped armor, it will bounce off. Except for that. Oh wait, no, I need to get rid of the repair bots on this thing. I put repair bots on here, I don't know why. Yeah, that was a lucky shot. Boom. Baba booey. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the sedan. You don't have PC at the moment. Oh well. Well, just keep stuff in mind, I guess. Here's a truck. It's a truck. What more do you want? I made a truck. Does the back go down? What did I use for the back? Did I have a button for it? Test. And test. Yes, the back opens. So I have a little truck, and I can put something in the back of the truck. It's a cute little truck. Reminds me of that old, quote when Trump was a gun in the front, and a shielded quad mount. Like, if I take the main gun... Oh, it fires pretty quick. That is a rapid fire gun right there. And then I can rake this with the machine gun fire. Where's the truck? I want to rake the truck with machine gun fire. Oh, and I actually armored the front of this thing, although it makes it much harder to turn. Because the tank treads are still kind of gimmicky and weird in this game. And if you have to set, restraints on the field of fire. Like, you see those green arrows, and those red arrows means I can't shoot below that point. So those are to prevent your guns from shooting each other. So I got rid of them so I could use this manually. Let's see how much these anti-aircraft guns do. You do not want 40mm shells tearing through the cab of your truck. But also I turned the damage up so things go boom more. But the default setting is like 1/10 of the damage or something to keep the game more balanced. And you can change the amount of damage you do. You can change a lot of stuff. You can change the air drag, the water drag, the mass factor, buoyancy, propulsion, damage, detection, all of this stuff. You can tweak it to your heart's content. I have a Jeep, but it's shit. I'll spawn it anyway so I can blow it up. I think I made the suspension way too big on the Jeep. Yeah, it's way too big. Yeah, the land vehicles I build are derpy, and I don't know how people properly have fast vehicles like that. What's the ballistae? Oh, it's a rocket launcher tank. Now let me get rid of the identify friend or foe, because that will let me shoot at my own stuff. Boom. 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 Yeah, missile launchers are pretty good weapons in this game. Although they are very ammo intensive, I will say that. What tank is this? Actually, I want to despawn that one because it's starting to heal its friend. It's just like the first tank I made. It was really bulky. What's the Archer? It's another anti-aircraft tank, but this one's not as good. This was my first attempt at an anti-aircraft tank. It's okay, I guess. Anyway, that's about it for this stream. I'm getting pretty tired. So, I'll bid you all farewell for now. Drum bun, drop a butte, drum bun like a boy, hurrah! Who's a volley, got a spot that's full and hurrah! Sorry, I can't speak Romanian. That was, I think there's a song in Romanian called Farewell. But if you want to hear it, I think it's a YouTube video called Mods Are Asleep Post Romanian Propaganda or something like that. Anyway, it just reminded me of that. But, yeah, good night, y'all, and, thank you for joining in with the streams. Thank you, Tyler. Before I end, though, Tyler, what video of mine introduced you to my channel? I'm just wondering. Because I haven't seen your face too much around here. Yeah, let me just delete all this stuff. And, oh yeah, and then the zirconium was like the first version of the, because I had to turn the Northumbria, or the zirconium into the Northumbria. You're not sure? So you've been around for a while then, huh? Is that true? Let me turn off the lights, because I think that's taking some processing power. Do you have lights? Your lights are off. So yeah, zirconium's on the left, and Northumbria is on the right. All I did was just add a bunch of stuff to the former to create the latter for the video. Didn't have to do too much though. I added a few things here, added some stuff in the front to make it look more like Northumbria. Added the thing on the side. Got rid of the guns because the zirconium actually has guns and can defend itself. But I took off the guns for the Northumbria. I saw you streaming that train game and it was already subbed and had notifications on. Huh. Well, that's cool. Anyway, thank you for joining. Yeah, thank you for the sub. Thank you for checking out the streams. I'll try my best to make a stream clip tomorrow of the of me yelling at a Santa Fe. I'll figure it out in the meantime. Your mashups are great. There are a lot I wish I could redo. And I'm mostly out of a lot of inspiration for mashups, so I need to think of more ideas for mashups. And the one thing I regret is I still don't know how to do good pitch shifting. Because all the mashups I've made right now are in Adobe Premiere, which is primarily video editing. And I don't have any good audio editing programs. And I can't use the Adobe audio editing program either. I'm going to have to find something for free. I don't know, because I don't know how to do good pitch shifting. Anyway. Yeah, thank you for coming out, and I'm going to get some sleep. So thank you guys. I tip my funny streamer hats to you all. And bid you farewell. And yeah, laugh at the torpedo bulges. That's the quote of the stream right there.